Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about today is a few things. Okay, the first thing that we're going to be talking about is Senator Mike Lee. He just shared a thread showing what the US government is actually using our Social Security for. And it's to fund anything that they need extra money for. And Senator Tommy Tuberville confirms what they spend our Social Security on. Yeah, and it's crazy. And it's disturbing. And it's very upsetting.
This is all a scam. I mean, we got people that's getting ready to retire that's going to try to live off $2,000 to $3,000. Impossible. It's impossible. Because what happens, it comes up here, we spend it. We're $35 trillion in debt. We don't have any money. We're dead broke. And then taxpayers have $2 trillion in credit card debt. We are in huge trouble. In this body, we had better start figuring that out, because we're going to have a run on this city here soon, and there's going to be about 150 million people coming up here saying, where's our damn money that we paid in? I could have put my Social Security money 40 years in tax in the market and probably be worth 8 to 10 million today. But the federal government wasted it. So I'll get off my horse there. But it's good that we have this, because we got, I get a little pension check from education. I was part of a union. It's not going to help people. People are going to have to work, continue to work longer and longer. Am I right, Ms. Gender? Can you say something about Social Security and it being taxed for some reason? We're taxing people for the second time on Social Security that they put into an account.
Yeah, and I'd like to point out when Social Security was first founded, those who established it, it was started out as a 2% tax, and they said this will never take more than 6% of your income. Today it takes 12.4%, and depending on whether you go with CBO or Social Security trustees, it needs to take between 15.8 and 17.5%. So we're talking about thousands of dollars more per year. It also was actually only originally recommended that the tax be up to $66,000, equivalent in today's dollars of earnings. But over time, it has expanded massively, and the money has been spent every year. So whereas everybody thinks this money's been set aside for me, no, for the past 13 years, every dollar that has gone out of workers' paychecks has gone immediately to pay promised benefits. And that's what happens when you have a system that enables those in charge of it to spend the money in the immediate term and leave the buck to the next generation that's coming along. And because Social Security has grown so much, it's actually to the detriment of lower income workers in particular, who have to pay such a large share of their paycheck to Social Security. They have little left to save for retirement. And then lower income and African American workers have the lowest life expectancies. So they are the most likely to get nothing back in return. 1 out of 4 African American men will die between the ages of 45 and 64 after having paid into this system for decades, tens if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they might get nothing back.
What's the solution?
I think we ultimately have to shift towards a universal benefit system. That's what true social insurance is. It does not make sense that we are paying the biggest benefits to the highest income earners. So gradually over time, I think we need to bend down the benefits for the middle and upper income earners, actually increase them for the lower income earners. Look at things like indexing retirement age to life expectancy, more accurate inflation index. And I think that workers need an option to have their money in something that actually earns a positive rate of return and that can't just immediately be spent by Congress.
I have a 28 and 29-year-old, 2 boys, got a job, working hard, paying Social Security. They ask me all the time, Dad, will I ever see any of that money? Will they see it?
I think they will see some of it. That's the exact same thing I hear whenever I ask a group of younger workers, and none of them raises their hand. So I think that there will be something there, but it's not going to be what has been promised.
Mr. Stevens, you got anything to add to that?
Thank you, Senator. What I would add is when we talk about Social Security or we talk about pensions, the two things that they both have in common is that guaranteed income. You know what you're going to get, generally speaking, at the end of it. What I reference in terms of protected retirement, we have developed now solutions that get at both of those in a very efficient way, and they also address the issue around market volatility because we have step-ups and lock-ins, and it's a very efficient way to deliver that to millions of Americans that we've been talking, and that's all because of what you all did around Secure Act 1.0 and 2.0. They have put us in a position to do that, and that's why I'm really encouraging us to have every 401k plan, 457 plan, 403b plan at least one of those solutions so that the American workers can choose. If they want to know what they're going to get in retirement, we can deliver that for them.
Young people of all ages ask me, why can't we put our money in our own 401k instead of put it in Social Security? Is there an answer to that?
I think what I love is that they're asking the right question. Savings in any way is a good thing, and I think there's a place for Social Security, there's a place for pensions, and there's certainly a place for what we're doing in 401k plans.
Thank you.
Senator Hassan.
So do you remember I had put up a video, oh my gosh, we're going back months now, when the whole Haitian thing was going on, and it's still going on actually, but the one woman in Ohio who is actually caught eating a cat in a parking lot of the apartments that she was living in. So she was given she was just sentenced, and she was given a total of 30 months. Yeah.
What did you do? Why'd you kill the cat? Stand up. Put your hands behind your back. Someone got rubber gloves. She's covered in blood. Where do you live at?
2255 hours. 22.
Let's go.
Yeah, there's a lot of units close together around here. I haven't found anybody walking around.
You have the right to stop answering any questions once they begin. Do you understand your rights? Do you understand? Smile for me.
Smile with your teeth.
Go like this. Did you eat that cat? Did you eat it? No, why'd you kill it? Get in there. It's ridiculous. It's alright, other kitty, you're safe. Did you guys see all this?
No, we pulled up and she was just laying there with me.
Did you see her eating it?
Eating it.
She was eating it?
Yeah. She said, but it's blood on her shoes. She said she stumped it out.
Yeah.
The head out.
33 gun.
Well, you don't kill a cat and go to the hospital, you go to jail.
Southwest.
Will you call the Humane Society to see if they'll come pick this cat up? It's deceased. So maybe she's going through something mentally.
Bro, she lost her mom, kids died, killed themselves.
Yeah.
She gave her kids to somebody, you know what I mean? She tried to go get herself right mentally.
So she doesn't have her kids because she was telling people she killed them.
No, she never killed her kids. Her kids was with a family member. She sent them to somebody to try to go get herself together. That person she sent them with was fucking beating them. And they went somewhere else.
Okay.
So,
Judy said they would, and they'll hold the cat as evidence. She destroyed that cat. This is fucked. She had cat hair on her mouth. As long as I've been a policeman, I've never had a call where someone was eating a cat.
So, New Jersey, where I'm from, okay? New Jersey Democrats, shame on you, okay? Shame on you. They have banned the American flag at their city council meetings. Wouldn't it be a shame if everyone just showed up with American flags? It would be even more shameful if there was voter registration table to switch to Republican. Yeah. So if you're in New Jersey and you ever want to go to a council meeting, make sure you bring an American flag with you. Just saying.
Wrong. I'm holding up an American flag to represent the constitutional values that
I'm
we
going to
should
give
be
you
loyal
a
to.
warning, and if you continue, I will have to forfeit. You'll have to forfeit your time.
Well,
Sir, you're forfeiting your time.
it's my
If you
constitution.
continue,
It's my
I will
constitutional
ask
right
you
to
to
do
now.
this.
You didn't
If you get sued, you will lose. My suggestion to you is that you get a second opinion from competent counsel because you are wrong. You are interfering with the internal of this meeting by interfering with the right to speech of a member of the public. You're interfering with the speech, and it should stop now. I'd like to continue.
They didn't pass the law yet.
This is an arbitrary,
If he doesn't sit down,
this is an arbitrary decision.
his time is forfeited.
And it violates the law. Your time should be forfeited. Your position should be forfeited. By your actions, you forfeited your right to preside over this meeting.
Please have him in the room. Just another room. Thank you.
Shame on you.
Officers, you can have him in the room.
No, my time's forfeited. I'll sit
Mr.
back down.
Bassoff, you continued after your time was forfeited, you continued after the officers told you to sit down, you continued after the council president repeatedly asked you to stop. You've now been asked to be removed from the chambers. So,
There's no reason to remove me from the chambers because I am not interfering with the
clearly
quorum.
chosen to
I'm
violate
ready.
the rules of the
Excuse
quorum
me.
of the chambers,
Excuse me.
sir.
I'm ready to sit here quietly, and I will not interfere with your decorum. So I have a right to be here.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor? All right, this council meeting has been recessed for 5 minutes. We'll be back at 7:24.
Are you ejecting him from the meeting? Officers, are you ejecting him from the meeting?
So farmers in London are planning to conquer London again with thousands of tractors on Wednesday, December 11th. So buckle up because this could be very, very interesting, friends.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Matt Cullen, one of the organisers of Fairness for Farmers. As you know, the date was released yesterday that farmers are going back to London on the 11th of December. But this time with tractors. That's right, with tractors. So Fairness for Farmers have teamed up with Save British Farming and other farming platforms around and groups around the UK and Gareth Wyn-Jones as well supporting us, that farmers will be attending London in their mass on tractors on the 11th of December.